Perfect.
What's good, Wolf Gang? We back with another reaction. Yo, it's my first reaction for 2021. Happy New Year to you guys, man. Wolf Gang. Let's get it, man. So this is basically the interview Eminem had with Shade 45, and he basically breaking down Zeus. This is only the part for Zeus. If y'all want to see the rest for the rest of the interview, y'all let me know and I'll definitely react to it. But this part is only for Zeus when he explained why he dissed Snoop Dogg and also his apologies to Rihanna, because all on that same song. So I need further ado, but hop round into this. My headphones. You know, Snoop Dogg trying to come for the GOAT. GOAT versus the dog. It's funny as shit.
Happy New Year. Eminem is in control of Shade 45.
Hey man, Gray Rizzy up here with Eminem right now on Shade 45. Music to be Murdered by Side B. The deluxe edition is out there right now. This song that you have is creating a lot of talking.
Because GOAT-ish.
The first part, with you apologizing to Rihanna for a leaked verse that got out. You know, I thought it said a lot about you as a man, and you've been on the record about the friendship that you have with Rihanna.
I said this, man. This tells, Eminem maturity level is ridiculous, because Eminem ain't apologize to nobody, bruh. Like, he don't do this. So the fact that he apologized on wax to Rihanna, that's big, man. But I ain't gonna lie, I do believe he shouldn't have said it. But at the end of the day, he still came up as a man and apologized for his wrongdoing. So that's dope.
But this made it onto the project. Why the apology now?
Well, it was pretty recently that verse had leaked. And honest to God, I told Paul this when it first happened. I was like, first, I didn't know how somebody got it. Second of all, I have zero recollection of even remembering doing that verse. Like the rhyme schemes didn't even sound like familiar to me. So I was caught off guard too. I was like, what the fuck? I said that? And that was during early stages of the Relapse record that I was working on. So, it's 10 plus years old, but I'm not making excuses for it. I said it and I was wrong for saying that. It was fucking stupid. A lot of times, especially with the Relapse record, when I first started learning how to rap again because of the drug situation that I went through and having to relearn a lot of things, that was one of those things that it was like, well, if it rhymes, say it. I think that being able to look back,
See, that shows the growth. That shows the growth in Eminem, man, because you said that basically he was flushing all them drugs out. So he kind of just said, like he said, whatever rhyme just came out, and he said whatever he felt like he should say based off of just rhyming. And now the growth, that's why I keep telling people Eminem is far better when it comes to learning how to rap again, his rhyme schemes and the technical rapping abilities than he was way back. Like, he gets better at each album. But that's something Stans will understand. But other people feel like, other people who don't even listen to Eminem, because I get into debates with people who talking about Eminem was way better. Then I was like, can you name at least 3 songs from Eminem last 2 albums? They can't. You know what I'm saying? So people it's just that thing that's floating around in the media that people pick up to. It's like, oh, Eminem was way better back then. But it's like, you can't tell me how or why. You can't even tell me the 3 songs from his last album or the album before. So how can you really judge? You know what I'm saying?
Things that it was like, well, if it rhymes, say it. I think that being able to look back, that's not even an excuse, but I'm just saying that there was a phase I was going through with that Relapse record. I don't know. It's one of those things. I think I just said it because it rhymed, and I'm sure looking back now, I should have thought better of it. It was one of those things that, like I said, I don't even remember recording, but record a lot of songs. So it was like, it's tough sometimes to you'd be like, oh shit, I remember that,
I know a lot of people they're very happy and proud that they got to hear that part from you. That apology on Zeus. There's also a reference where, not even a reference, where you're talking about or speaking to Snoop in the sense of you don't need to be dogged by him, and
that wordplay scheme on Zeus with Snoop was just, oh my gosh, the last person I want to be dogged by is Snoop. He's saying that I used to look at you as a god. Then he was like, nah, I had dog backwards or whatever. So I'm like, come on, man.
Snoop, in the sense of, you know, he you don't need to be dogged by him. And I didn't know exactly when or where, what did Snoop do that made you put this line in this song?
Well, a couple of months ago, I know he was doing an interview with the Breakfast Club. Somehow my name got brought up, and he was saying things about, you know, I'm not in his top 10, and everything he said, by the way, was fine, like up to a point. You know, when he I've never said, like him saying that I'm not in his top 10 because there's some rappers from the 90s that I can't fuck with. Him saying Dre made the best version of me, absolutely.
So that's Snoop's opinion. So I do understand that. He said Eminem's not in the top 10. There's people in the 90s that he can't F with. Man. I can't, I mean, that's his opinion. I can't say that. I think Eminem's a GOAT. But then do I think people that's like could be close to him or on par that would give him a good battle? Sure. But just saying that there's people in the 90s that he can't F with, like at all, like, I don't know, that's blasphemous. But saying that he's not in his top 10, okay, that's his opinion. We get that. But also to like mention like Dr. Dre made him, yeah, we can, it's safe to say that Dr. Dre didn't put the rhymes together and stuff, but we can say Dr. Dre made Eminem who he is today. We're not saying that he wouldn't be raw without Dr. Dre, but he made him who he is today. But Dr. Dre made Snoop Dogg. He definitely made Snoop Dogg exactly who he is today. So it's kind of, come on, man. Him saying Dre made the best version of me, absolutely. Like, why would I have a problem with that? Like, would I be here without Dre? Fuck no, I wouldn't. The rappers he mentioned from the 90s, KRS-One, Big Eddie Kane, G-Rap, like, I've never said I could fuck with them. I never said that. You know what I'm saying? So it's all, like, everything was good until, like, you know, it was more like, I think it was more about the tone he was using that caught me off guard, because I'm like, yo, where is this coming from? I just saw you. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, it threw me for a loop. Again, I probably could have got past the whole tone and everything, but it was the last statement when he said, as far as music I can live without, I can live without that shit. Now you see, that's when you feel me? You trying to box with him now, because you don't have to go all the way out there and say some stuff like that. And that's what irks me too, bro. It's like you telling all these albums that you can't live without, but you say you can live without Eminem music. You didn't grow up listening to Eminem music. Eminem music may not be for you, but then to just come out and be like, man, I can live without that music. It's like, that's like taking shots. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely like, you can say that, oh, this is the music I grew up to. This is the album I grew up to. That's like saying the same thing, but in a whole different way. But you're saying that, man, I could grow up without listening to Eminem. Grow up without listening to, like, I can live without that music, take away all this music, and I won't miss anything. Like, come on, bro. Like, tripping. You tripping. That's what you call jealousy. That's people who's really, really jealous, man. That's tough.
Said, as far as music I can live without, I can live without that shit. Now you're being disrespectful for, like, it just caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for that. And people started hitting me up about it, like, oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And I didn't know what to do about it at first. Because it confused me, because I'm like, yo, bro, same team. We're on the same team. Like, what the fuck? And I have never in my career, my entire career, ever said a disrespectful word about Snoop Dogg. I mean, what the fuck? Like, his impact on hip hop, like, I can't front on that. But it's like, at what point does it start becoming like, okay, now you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. My top 10, top 5 ain't gonna be the same as his, but everyone's entitled to their opinion. So how could I be mad at that? I wasn't mad about the opinion. It was after that. It was, you know, that the very last statement was like, oh, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. Like, damn, dog. Like, really? But
for real, like, that's like he said, the same exact team, my nigga. Like, the same exact team. Like, how can you? I don't know. It just felt, I'm gonna be honest, it just felt clout chasing-ish. That's what it felt like. It definitely felt like some clout chasing shit. Like, ah, man, Snoop. Hey, but M did a slight diss towards Snoop, because I mean, I know he felt like we on the same team, but it was like a slight diss. And I think if you're pushing it anymore, and he ain't gonna pull out the MGK, but you know, it might get a little crazy.
It's like, oh, what the fuck? Like, damn, dog. Like, really? But, you know, I said what I said. I addressed it. I felt like I said what I needed to say. And
I'm not saying to choose sides, but it definitely is, it's a song that's going to be talked about for a minute, man. This is Zeus, music to be murdered by, side B, the deluxe edition. Eminem's with us. Shade 45.
That song go hard as hell. My top favorite songs on this album is, I think, Killers 1, Zeus and Nat. I don't know where I'll put those two, like 2 or 3. Those are my top 3 songs. Them songs go hard, bro. But yo, not for real, man. Eminem got a point. Like, I think it was clout chasing for real. I think it was jealousy and clout chasing. Like, it's M on your same team, contender for the GOAT. To me, he is the GOAT, but you know, has to be a contender for the GOAT conversation. And it's like, certain things is not supposed to be said on the airwaves. Like, if y'all that cool, you can say things private, or you can find other way of saying certain things too, regardless of the opinions or not, man. Hey, there's a repercussion for every action, and Snoop Dogg is knowing that now. I just hope he don't retaliate, because the M is gonna retaliate. It's about to be crazy. But yo, that's the end of the reaction. Y'all know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe, share. Wolf out. Wait. Don't leave yet. Stop. Before y'all guys leave, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, and please send me suggestions on what I should react to, anything of that sort, so I can keep entertaining you guys and keep bringing out new content. Also, remember, as always, peace, love, and positivity. All the time, 2020 and on. Wolf out.